Hello. So this is the very first time I will be recording myself in a semi-channeled state. If that can be explained properly, I don't know. So here's the thing. I am a starseed. That I know. And this isn't coming as a channeled thing right now. This is just me working out and explaining the channel itself. Who I am, what I do, what I'm doing. So I'm a starseed. Most of my recent memories come from off-planet. Yet, I also have very, very old memories from this planet. So I'm a very old soul, and many people recognize me. So, it's a little bit confusing. How can I be a starseed from off-planet if I was also here from practically the beginning? And I think it's because I've chosen a different path for how I experience consciousness. I do not necessarily have a linear progression as far as Earth time is concerned. From my soul's point of view, it's very non-linear because it's very multidimensional. It's happening all at the same moment. But I think one of the big differences is that I am not necessarily bound to the planet the same way that others think they are. They maybe are not either. I'm not sure. But they seem to think they are. I'm definitely not. I've come and I've gone and I've come and I've gone many times. And I'm here now for reasons. Obviously, there's a lot going on right now. It's a very turbulent time. It's a very changing time. Part of why I want to channel is to bring through what I'm going to call part of my entourage, part of myself, really, but a version of myself that doesn't exist in a physical form and prefers to communicate through the vessels. I'm not the only one part of this whole thing, but I'm definitely one of the more active listeners to whoever this being is. I don't necessarily know if we need to give the being a name or anything. I guess we'll leave that up to the other being as I begin channeling it. I don't think we're necessarily going to be channeling it tonight either. This is more of a preemptive explaining the idea of channeling in the first place, which basically is that there is some very interesting beings out there, and since they cannot communicate with us using sound waves, which would require a physical vessel to create the sound waves, they have decided to communicate with other people as those vessels. Now, they could communicate directly telepathically to most people, but most people's minds are not open to that, and so they do not hear it. Hence the idea of using a channel to get the message across. It's one of those weird things where not every person can be a good channel, and not every channel can reach every person. Everybody has their own frequencies, I guess. I definitely have a specific frequency that I'm able to pick up, but also a specific frequency of people that I think are going to be able to tune into these messages. What I'd hope to do is convey messages that a lot of people are already hearing in their own minds, and confirm that yes, these are the messages that are coming from off-planet. Although it's hard to say off-planet because the beings that communicate with me, again with the multidimensional concept, they're not necessarily off-planet or on-planet. They're kind of all. They exist in a way in which they are on this planet, and they are not on this planet. I think the bigger issue is they do not experience time the way we experience time. They do not experience physicality the way that we experience it. Therefore, their perception is, I would say, unmuddled by what we see as complex issues of time and and physicality, and what they see as meaningless, superficial things that humans fixate on to ignore the real things that are going on, the distraction versus the truth. I guess that was actually a channeled piece of information there, because I did not know that. So apparently, I am already semi-channeling, which is lovely. I had a feeling that would happen if I just started talking. I will get better at going in and out of the altered state of consciousness that requires, I don't know, kind of focus and non-focus at the same time, I guess. I've been studying a lot of other people who channel, and have spent a great deal of time trying to understand the logic of channeling, but that'll only get you so far. I'm going to stop this now, because I have a feeling my phone might not actually be recording anymore, so let me check. Oh, sure enough, it actually seems to be recording. Oh, well, I gotta go. My duck has arrived. I'll talk to you guys later.